Welcome to the real life show, Living with a Chronic Illness. We are your hosts, Cassie and Chelsea. I'm Cassie, a single mom living with a chronic illness who is extremely passionate about living a full and happy life.
And I'm Chelsea, a mindset coach that has a passion for helping people learn to put themselves first and be the best version of themselves each and every day.
We came together to create Spoonies Unite, an uplifting community that offers resources, guidance, and support so you can live your best life while giving you the space to be yourself, be heard, and feel understood. We hope that by providing education from experts, we help Spoonies and their loved ones thrive.
This show is not only for those who live with a chronic illness, but their friends, family, spouses, and just anyone else existing on the earth. Our goal is to normalizing having a chronic illness by sharing the real stories with real people and show the world how relatable those everyday struggles can be. There's a little something in here for everyone.
And of course, thank you to our patrons for your continued support making this possible. If you love our show and want to get some extra goodies, go to patreon.com/TheRealSpooniesUnite. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, we are happy to be back into your ears. Welcome to today's episode of the real life show, Living with a Chronic Illness. Cassie and I are here with day 10 of our Mastering Energy Management 21-day workbook. We are almost halfway through.
Yeah, thank you so much for, taking this time for yourself, prioritizing yourself, and even being wanting to dive deeper into this and listening to these episodes to go along with it. We really hope that you already are seeing some positive changes in your life and keep on going. It just continues to keep getting better from here.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're super excited to see what changes you all find in your lives. We know this workbook, as we've said many times, was really impactful on our own lives. So we can't wait to hear the changes that it makes in your own. For day 10, the specific question for that day, it's very, very similar to day 9. Day 9 was, what are you most proud of in your life? And then day 10 is, what are you most proud of about yourself? And before we recorded this episode, Cassie and I were chatting about our own answers. And so it's interesting because we both kind of took two different sides to it. So for yesterday's episode, I talked about how I'm most proud of the fact that I dream big and I fucking go for it. And so the thing I'm the most proud of about myself is my resiliency. The fact that I don't give up on what I really want, and that even if I've got a lot of barriers in my way or challenges are coming up, I still find some way to keep going. Which is the answers to 9 and 10, they kind of went together for me. But I know Cassie had a little bit different experience where hers are a little bit different. You want to share, Cassie?
Yeah, well, because that's part of why we created the questions was, it's one thing to be proud of something in your life. Like my things were very, external. I was proud of my son. Although I did say I'm proud of always overcoming the difficulties that I've been thrown, which I guess is a little bit more personal about me. But we really want you to find things about yourself, just looking inward, not just necessarily looking like accomplishments in your life. Because maybe you've got 3 PhDs and you're proud of that, and which would be really impressive if you do also, by the way. But, we also want you to just, we want you to look internally too. So I put that I am really proud of making people laugh. I find that some people, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they think I'm funny.
I think you're funny.
Thanks. Don't know what's wrong with you, but sure. Okay. So right. So I'm proud of making people laugh. And again, I'm proud of always keeping on going. Ain't nothing gonna fucking put me down all the way. I'll just always keep on going. And I'm proud of everything that Chelsea and I have created because I am so proud of what we've created. We've just gone for it. I'm proud of myself for choosing me and my son and leaving an unhappy marriage. Because it was a really hard decision. And I was like, should I stay, for the family and all these things? And I chose happiness, and I chose showing happiness to my son. And I'm proud of that choice. I am, because actually my ex-husband's happier now. I'm happier now. It was the right decision for both of us, all 3 of us. And I'm proud of how loving I am. I definitely I'm a pretty loving kind of gal. I'm a Leo. So, and I'm proud of that. And I'm proud of being self-motivated, which is interesting because I remember being a teenager and my mom taking me out to lunch, and she was like, darling, we need to have a discussion. I'm quite concerned that there's nothing that you're passionate about and that you don't know how to be self-motivated. And I was like, thanks, Mom, for crushing my soul. And I was sitting there and I was like crying in this restaurant in Yaya's in Wichita. For any of our local people, it's a really nice, delicious restaurant. Sitting in Yaya's fucking crying in high school, like my mom thinks I'm a failure. And, but I was a teenager and I wasn't super passionate at the time. And I was like smoking a lot of weed and I was like just being a teenager. I wasn't super motivated. I was motivated to hang out with my friends and get weed. So like no judgment for those of you. So, so I've come a long way. So I picked that as something that I was very proud of with being self-motivated, is because I, as a teenager, wasn't super that way. And I am extremely self-motivated and driven and ambitious in every sense of the word, not just like career-wise, but just like living life. And so I don't think I would have recognized that if it weren't for this question making me dive a little deeper from yesterday's question of what am I most proud of in my life? And then what am I most proud of about myself? See that difference?
I like that.
Yeah. So that's where we want you to kind of go with it, and why we ask such a similar question 2 different ways.
Yep. So we hope this gets you thinking. We're going to keep getting you thinking all week long. And we will be back in your ears tomorrow for day 11.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please write us a review to help us reach more people like you.
If you'd like to connect with Cassie and I, you can find us on Instagram at The Real Spoonies Unite. You can also join our private Facebook community, Spoonies Unite, or you can visit our website, therealspooniesunite.com, for all sorts of resources and to stay up to date with our current projects. And don't worry, you can find all of these links in the show notes below.
Thank you to our wonderful Spoonie patrons for all your support, and you can become one too. That's right. All you have to do is go on over to patreon.com/therealspooniesunite, and you can get all sorts of extra goodies like videos of our episodes and more.
Any support is greatly appreciated. It helps enable us to create more content for all of you, as well as make this podcast sound better and better. Thanks for listening. We can't wait to be back in your ears soon.